In the courtroom today, it was standing room only as the judge in the Bonita Jax murder case reviewed videotaped police interrogations from Jax. On the tape, Jax says her children were demon-possessed and died in their sleep. Bonita Jax chose not to appear at today's hearing. She sat in a holding cell. The trial is expected to begin tomorrow with opening arguments. Reporting live in front of D.C. Superior Court, D'Anthony White, ABC 7 News. And if you've driven on it, you know it's congested. Tonight, Public Works wants your input on how they can improve it. And the Federal Reserve cut a key interest rate for the 7th time in a row. What does that mean for you? I'm D'Anthony White, and I'll have the story coming up in a live report. KOMU 8 News at 10 starts now. Angie and Jim, MoDOT's first improvement plan only called for minor changes to I-70. Drivers can expect detours when coming on Highway 54 through Jefferson City. If your teen has one of these and drives one of these, experts say it's a dangerous and unnecessary distraction. The Missouri House has given initial approval to a sales tax-free weekend. It was a busy day here at the Capitol. Senators introduced several bills to crack down on illegal immigration in Missouri. Without enough rainfall from Mother Nature, Dean says trying to keep this many trees watered is practically impossible. We don't know who the Republicans are running for this seat yet, but we'll keep you posted. In the meantime, reporting live in Columbia, D'Anthony White, KOMU News. Driving while sending text messages is the latest way your teen is being distracted on the road. In most states, including here in Missouri, it's legal for teens to drive while texting.
I don't want us to use scare tactics per se.
But State Representative Judy Baker wants to put the brakes on these inexperienced drivers.
We as parents can say all day long that we want you to not use your cell phone while you're driving. But if it is the law, they are more likely to listen up and do the right thing.
Tech-savvy teens like Jeff Murrow know the risk, but still do it all the time.
It's probably dangerous, but I mean, it's a good way of communication.
According to the AAA, an alarming number of teens openly admit to risky driving behavior. 46% of those surveyed say they text message while driving. Those few clicks proved fatal in a string of accidents across the country. Among the most tragic, a crash in upstate New York last June, just days after graduation, killing 5 teens, including the young driver who sent a text message just before crossing the center line.
None of those texts are important. It's all stupid stuff.
19 states plus the District of Columbia now have laws banning teens from using cell phones while driving.
In their learning period, I think it's important that we as adults send them the signal that this is not a time for you to be using your cell phones, that this is a time to be concentrating on your driving skills.
I mean, I can't imagine a more distracting thing to do behind the wheel than try and punch a text message while looking at the keys while you're driving an automobile.
Wright has studied traffic for the AAA for 42 years and says laws alone aren't the solution.
People have to recognize that multitasking when they're behind the wheel of an automobile, allowing things to divert their attention from the traffic stream, is a dangerous activity to engage in.
Teens like Merle know all too well what parents would say if they knew what was going on behind the wheel.
Well, whenever they call me and I'm behind the wheel, they get mad, so they'd probably get double mad. So they'd probably tell me to stop.
Driving under the influence of a keypad, yet another concern for parents of teens. D'Anthony White, KOMU News, Columbia.
There you go, darling.
Local stores are rolling out their red carpet and expecting a lot more green this holiday season. Despite predictions of a sales decrease, stores in the district say they're on track to beat last year's holiday earnings.
Absolutely more foot traffic. As of November 1st, we've already been a lot busier.
Sweat says in the run-up to Black Friday, the traditional kickoff to the holiday shopping season, she'll offer incentives to help wrap the deal.
People always love a sale.
During this time of the year, that rings especially true for Talisa Crum, a self-described bargain shopper.
Of course, cheaper is better, but it just depends on, you get to look at it and bargain shop, that's all.
Finding the perfect deal can take a little time.
That's what I came in here for. Is this for shoes?
Small boutiques say they have an advantage over the national chain stores.
They come in, they tell us what they want, and we're able to go through the store and find what looks best for them. So it's more hands-on here.
Local retailers are banking on a combination of sales and the added personal touch to beat predictions. D'Anthony White, KOMU News, Columbia.
They going
It's a full circle moment for director Cheryl Howard. She sat in these same seats some years ago as a student.
The predicament the building was in when I came back to Norris Stewart was not a happy sight. So that pushed me to apply for that city grant.
Norris Stewart Memorial Nursery School moved into this building 46 years ago. Since then, there have been few improvements.
This is what I'm talking about as far as the drawers are concerned.
Betty Porter started teaching at Norris Stewart's 34 years ago. She says the school has a special place in her heart.
If we help the children, we should have help on the outside also coming in and trying to keep the building open.
The City of Columbia awarded a $150,000 development grant to make repairs. The grant has to be approved by the Department of Housing and Urban Development. Teachers aren't sure the roof can wait that long. In the meantime, the school is turning to the community for help, hoping to raise $40,000 for a new roof. D'Anthony White, KOMU News, Columbia. Agent Sarah, it was a busy day here at the Capitol. Senators introduced several bills to crack down on illegal immigration in Missouri. State Senator Scott Roop says since Washington has failed to pass comprehensive immigration reform, it's now up to the state. Roop's bill calls for the business license of any business who knowingly employs an illegal immigrant in Missouri to be revoked.
You go out to dinner with your spouse, you come home and you realize there's a water leak in your house. The first thing you do is you don't go buy new drywall and buy new couches. You go over and you turn the water off in your house. Well, that's what the federal government has not done. They have not stopped the influx of illegal immigrations. Now it's up to the states to deal. What are we going to do?
After today's hearing, senators tell me they hope to roll all the immigration issues together to vote on one comprehensive immigration bill. Reporting live in Jefferson City, D'Anthony White, KOMU News.